Hey, I'm Adam Locklear, and this is the best tenant screening services. We're going to talk about the top 5 best options, and we're going to compare those. So, the first one is actually going to be credit and background checks. This offers financial and legal history. It's usually between $25 and $48 per applicant. This is best for landlords needing raw data quickly. The next one's going to be multi-factor platforms. This combines credit, criminal, eviction, and income checks. That cost is going to be between $39.99 and $49.99. That's ideal for landlords managing The next one's going to be multi-factor platforms. This combines credit, criminal, eviction, and income checks. That cost is going to be between $39.99 and $49.99. This is ideal for landlords managing multiple properties. Next up is rental history and references. This focuses on past rental behavior. That cost is between $16.95 and $55. This is great for validating tenant reliability. Next up is predictive risk tools. This uses AI to assess eviction risk, and this costs between $15 and $40 per application. This is useful in high risk markets. Next up is full service placement. This handles the marketing, screening, and leasing. This costs us between $500 and $2,000. That's perfect for landlords seeking hands-off management. So you can kind of break these services apart. We have a quick little chart down here that shows the differences between them. So some of the stuff is a la carte. You can just buy it on the side through different services. The credit and background checks, you can definitely find some different services that do that. You can pretty much just Google that. They're everywhere. There is a cost for the landlord and the tenant. The turnaround time, it can be instant if you go through the actual credit bureaus on that. As far as background checks go, I can tell you, you can usually do that manually within the county that you're at. You can just go in our system here in Duval, that's called Encore. So if you Google Duval Encore, you can actually go in and look at the background. That's not going to do it nationally. So I do recommend that you find a good software that will do it nationally. And that's kind of where the next one comes in, the multi-factor platforms. This is when you're managing multiple units. We actually use Propertyware as our property management software, and within Propertyware we actually have the entire multi-factor background check. Rental history and references, you definitely want to do this. This is where they tell you where they're living. This is where they give you their landlord's contact information, and you do want to check in on those references. One of the things I can say on references is pay attention there. There's a lot of scams now. There could be fake references. You know, one of the tips I want to give you today is if you get documentation and you're being given, like, this is my landlord, this is my income history, these are my pay stubs, just take that documentation and pop it inside of ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, and it could look in there and tell you that they're fake pay stubs. A lot of times you'll find references are just family members, or like I rented in my grandma's spare room or something like that. Those are not valid references. So you want to check in and make sure that the pay stubs are valid. You want to make sure that the references are valid. You want to do an actual professional full background check on credit and what's going on with their job history and their current job situation, which leads us to the bottom down here. That's full service placement. With our company, we have all the software, we have all the background check tools, and we go the extra step with every single applicant. Now, this is a big deal because on some properties, we'll get upwards of 50 to even up to 100 applicants on a hot property, and we want to make sure that we get the best tenant in the fastest amount of time into that property. But we still have to slow down and do a full background check and make sure that we're using all the tools that we're supposed to be using when we're placing that tenant. And the reason why is if you look at the bottom down here, it says tenant screening is a small investment compared to the cost of evictions, which range between like $5,000 and $15,000. So I have another video where I talk about evictions and what happens if you have to get a tenant out. What's the process on serving a 3-day notice and then getting the eviction filed and getting with the judge and getting that writ of possession. Somebody's got to go out to the property and change the locks while the sheriff stands there. If you have good relationship with tenants and you do a good job screening and you use the right software in the first place, you will greatly reduce the amount of evictions that you have to do, and then you'll have great success. So hey, Adam, One Realty Management, I'm here for you if you need me. I've been doing this for 23 plus years. I love property management. We love screening and placing great tenants. Thanks so much.